Some people judge their success by the car they drive, the house they live in, the size of their bank account. Not here. We judge success on how well the easy out worked. Well, after far too many days on the road grader, I'm finally back at the shop. Hi guys, I'm Tony. I work here too. Hey, nice to meet you. What was your name again?
Hi, I'm Tony Fast's daughter.
I'm Tony Fast's daughter.
I'm Tony Fast's daughter. Our family has been blessed to farm in Montana
For over 100 years now.
And it wouldn't be possible without the great team we have
and blessings from our Savior, Jesus Christ.
Welcome back. Hope you guys all had a great 4th of July. Time to get a few things finished up before we start harvest. Well, on one of the last stretches of road we're going to do here, I think we've got somewhere around 5 miles done so far, and this will be another mile and a half maybe. But we sprayed this out to the end, and the other road over there. I don't know, it's looking good, nice and wide. Like, look at this, this will be plenty wide for our air drills. Figured you're having so much fun I'd come video it while I do nothing else. So we're doing the bearings on the front roller of the center draper on these headers. They supposedly have been known to catch headers on fire, so ours look pretty good and well greased and all that, but preventative maintenance could go a long way, especially on a dry year like this year where I've been to my second fire to help. There's been multiple fires around. Warren helped on one with the fire truck. I just took the tanker on both of them just for extra water for people. So if we can avoid fires, that's what we're gonna do this year. All right, so the grease in this one is a lot different color. It looks more like the clean grease that we normally use, not black and gooey like that one was. So probably a good idea we're doing this. So that was the bearing on the right side. That was the one on the left side. So big time difference in between the color of grease. So something was maybe starting to go wanky. Anyway, then there's 2 seals in here that I got to knock those out. All right, so this is the other header, header number 2. We did the bearings on the center draper as well. Well, we fought that other header for about 2/3 of the day to do the center bearings. And then Warren got the bright idea. You can drop these down because you can detach these center drapers. So we just lowered that down. It put all the tools, bearings, everything we needed. Nice fit. And we did this one in like 2 hours of total time. So, wasn't bad. So, that's back together. Started greasing it. I have to grease everything up here and on the reel and the P-auger and the center drum. Yeah, and then this header will be done. We also did these contour wheels, those ones there. Tightened up those bearings. They were all pretty loose on both heads. Pass number 2. Now we're moving back down. We're back cut across the road. Neighbor's already made one cut along here, so this guy followed what he's working on. Good for tanking it finished up today. Well, let the fun begin. Start with number 2. Not all we're doing is changing oils. We did so much to them last year, we shouldn't have to do much this year. And so far, we're very excited over the fact that at this point, the feeder house is not coming off this year. Such a chore. Yeah, we'll just go through it. Like I said, get the oil changed. Packed it in here. We did all the header stuff yesterday. It's all adjusted in good shape. The header for this combine is back on its trailer and done. Warren has a few things to do on the number 1 head and then change oil in his combine too. Up here we have some work to do. There is a broken bolt right there. Yeah, have the bolt now, and so we got to figure out how to get the old one out, all that fun garbage. Okay, so it's about 80 degrees down there. It's about 90 degrees up here, plus the heat of the engine. And under there is just a pet cock to drain the engine oil. So I gotta go find that. Right here. Oh, we're gonna need pliers. This is kind of hard one-handed.
There we go. Sure hope I actually did put the oil pan under the drain tube. If not, I've got a big mess. There we go. Oh, good. I did. Anyway, yeah, that tube runs down. Pretty handy, really. I mean, Case isn't the only one that does that. I know John Deere does that too now. Did. I think they always all have. This is why I say I don't like these Case oil filter, engine oil filters, because they suck. Because I'm a half turn, still so tight, and they're that way quite a ways, and they're bent. There's one full revolution, and it's still tight. It's getting looser. That O-ring just gets sucked up in there. New filter's in. Drain plug is closed. Gotta haul all this down while hauling oil up. Well, generally when you bring out an easy out, it's not a good day. But it's going. I've got it out that much. It was broke off flush. Now it's turning. I just don't want to mess it up. See, some people judge their success by the car they drive, the house they live in, the size of their bank account. Not here. We judge success on how well the easy out worked. So far today, we are successful. Very successful. Ah! Alright, there's your new bolt. Everything's back together. Now we just gotta make sure it functions properly. I'll make it a couple more years. Watch this. He slides that thing, what? Inch and a half? At least. At least. So if you have any chains that are just too short, let us know. We'll stretch them out for you. Alright, so we were pretty much at the end of our adjustment on our feeder house chain. So we're going to remove half links. There's one, there's one, there's one, there's one. I have a come along hooked up in there. I think you can see it. Wrapped around just the drum and hooked back to the chain, so it just pinches where I'm going to take it apart. But I have to cut with a grinder these guys off, and hopefully only have to take one of those wires out and just move the master link down to that half link. It should be pretty good, I hope. All right, I got this side of the master link off. I did that one first. Got my master link off. Now I got to cut that and then punch that out in order to get that. Just have the bar in here to keep it steady while I grind on it. All right, Warren helped me knock that one out and I didn't video it. You're welcome. Wasn't quite as smooth as the other one anyway. So, start on number 2. Straighten that out a little bit more. That's a no. Oh, that one broke, so that actually makes life easy. I did reuse the first one, but we're gonna put new in. Last thing we want to do is put a feeder house into the rotor, or feeder house chain into the rotor. I almost just wish that they would all just break and be done with it. It'd come out a lot easier. Boy, when there's nothing solid to hit on. There. Cool.
Well, after far too many days on the road grader, I'm finally back at the shop. Hi guys, I'm Tony. I work here too. Hey, nice to meet you. What was your name again? All right, I gotta get my oil changed because I am taking off for a little getaway that was planned a long time ago when we thought harvest was going to be at the end of July like always, and I think I'm going to get back and we're going to be right into harvest. We're really close to it. Get the oil drain Hey, you want to bring that tank back over here? I gotta pump it out first. Get the oil pan under here, change oil, get things ready to go, then I'm out of here. All right. Well, the oil is drained, the oil filter is removed, the new one put on, and I can never remember how much oil. So I'm gonna ask Grok. Hey Grok, how much oil does the 6.6 Duramax engine hold?
Hey there. The 6.6 Duramax engine usually holds about 10 quarts of oil.
Should actually write that down up here for once. Always forget. I know one thing. They sure put that in the wrong spot, because when you go to pour oil in this thing, it's a little tight to empty out the can. See what I mean? Hits there. Well, I pulled the air filter out. I think we had a few grasshoppers around last summer. Let's change it. Done.
This is combine number 2. Tim was working on this last Friday. This is Thursday, and I've been working on the combines off and on. I had to go to town and get hoses for this. 2 of these were leaking. They have a swivel in them. These don't have swivels, and I got them put on. They happen to work out all right. They come back to this block. This goes to the header on the combine, and they're always dripping and making a mess. Tim was working on the feeder chain. When he left, he took the connector links out. Actually, the half link was replacing a few feeder bars because at least this one was bent, and he thinks there's one more that's bent in there yet. I'm putting the wires back in on the connector links. We didn't have those. They break when you take them apart, and we put new ones in. And we were working on the axle, drive axles for the combine. Last year, the combine I was running, the one axle stripped out, and I'll show you what happens. This is a brand new coupling. This is one that's been run for 2,000 hours, and you can see the teeth are very pointed and narrow at the top. They go on to this piece, and those teeth are pointed. They are supposed to match up and look like these teeth. So this was not too far away from failing also, and if you have that fail going down a hill, that could be exciting because you've only got brakes on one wheel. And that is where that part goes. It goes from the transmission after the brake, and it goes into the final drive. So this is all new axle. I put this in the other day. That was kind of fun. It's 48 inches long and 2 couplers on each end. You have to line them up and slide them on. That was fun. I'll have to grease those and then put the cage back underneath so we don't get our fingers where we shouldn't. And then this combine has got a few issues also. We replaced the couplers on the other side of this one on the drive shaft, and we'll do that on this one also. They didn't get changed when I replaced it. Right side axle tends to wear out before the left side. So then we've got this little issue. We got fuel leaking here, and I might play with that a little bit. I'm not sure. New tank is $1,700, and it is seeping out of there. I think the cure would be to drill that out with a hole saw and put a bulkhead fitting in it. Not sure. There, it's coming out of both sides. And this one will get greased. These are a lot easier to grease before the shield goes on. There you can see the grease is coming out.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching, but don't forget, farm hard, pray harder. See you next video.